Welcome back to Laura's Design Studio. Wow, it's been about a week since I videoed. You guys don't know that because I'm actually about 2 weeks ahead. But I had a major lupus outbreak. It is about a month out from my next infusion, which means, you know, usually my arm breaks out. So I get it right here all the time. But this time I also got it on this hand. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. I also got it really bad underneath. And the major thing was my face. It looked like a giant red, very angry, swollen pumpkin. Still not 100%. I've already had to go in and do, well, I went on Monday and they gave me a steroid injection. And then I had to go Thursday, it had been Thursday, for a steroid infusion. I might have to go back and do 1 or 2 more. We're going to wait over the weekend and see if this starts clearing up a little bit more. It has become less red, believe it or not, less angry, believe that or not, because it was very angry, and believe me, I'm very angry at it myself. It's been a long time since I've had this battle one, and they don't even know what it was, because it was not a normal lupus facial outbreak. I had it all in my eyelids. Yeah, it's everywhere. But just my face and my arms. Nowhere else. So, we'll see if it starts clearing up over the weekend. If not, I'll be back next. I'll have to go in on Thursday again and get another steroid infusion. So, we'll see. But I do have some haul items for you. I have Vine program for sure. And let's see. I'm not sure if it's all Vine. It might all be Vine. Okay, these are Vine. And these came out of the Vine program. And they are the clasps that go in between when you're going to layer necklaces. It hooks them together so that they don't move. I thought I'd like to try those and see how they work. So that was a review item. This, I believe, is also a review item. It says jewelry supplies, which I always pick up jewelry supplies if they're available. So, let's see which ones these are. Got a box and got a bag. Okay, yeah, these were Vine program. These will probably end up going to my granddaughters. They have the pony beads, the heart beads. They have these cool donut beads. There's some bows down in there. You get your cake cording, and you have alphabets. So yeah. Those I will hand off to the granddaughters. Oh, we got some squares, some stars, bigger hearts. So, yeah. They love to make bracelets and stuff. So, that's why even if it's like not a set I would use, I pick them up and the girls love to use them. So, that will be theirs. This is also a Vine program item. Funny story. I got off the Vine program, I got the Bond Crafter Fast Cure, and I had gotten this mold. The box completely disappeared. This is the one where they marked it as delivered to my address, but I had to call Amazon because all that they delivered was little bitty packages. Obviously not something that you would get resin in, right? Especially the big bottles. That package completely disappeared. I had another person's package that day. David took it upstairs to them. They claimed that they didn't have mine. All of a sudden, yesterday, while I was going to the doctor, David found it on our doorstep. Obviously, it was completely rummaged through. I guess they were deciding whether or not they wanted to keep it or not. So I did end up getting the Fast Cure. And then this mold. Yeah, I was on the Vine program the one day, and amazingly enough, Bond Crafter's Fast Cure was on there, so I just picked it up. So this is a 2-piece mold of Conversation Hearts. So you've got Sweet Forever, You Rock, I Love You, Be Mine, XOXO, Kiss Me, We Hug, We Hug. Alexa is telling me she likes me as a friend. What the hell? Okay, you get two of the same. So, there you go. We got those. And then, let's see. Next thing I have, and we're gonna do it, we're gonna we got IntoResin. Yay. 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 I'm always excited when we get IntoResin. So, let's see what we got this time. Of course, you get your care guide for your handmade molds. Like always, these two are very affordable because you guys know I don't pick out the big ones because I know I can't afford big ones. But I like to get nice handmade molds, you know, also. So I try and pick out the affordable, and usually I try and stay $30 less. More in the $20 range than the $30 range. All right, this I believe is a jar. Yeah, this looks like the lid. Okay, so, and no, there's no tag on it telling me what it is. But I believe this was a little jar that I found that I thought would be really cute. So, we got that. And this one, I think, should be the mini 9-tail fox. I got the mini one because, of course, it was, you know, what would be in my budget. And I don't like to show you guys the huge molds that, you know, most of us couldn't afford. There are plenty other channels that do that. I know Michelle gets bigger molds, you know. Sheila gets bigger ones. So yes, this is the mini 9-tail fox tray. I think it's like a little ring holder. We're gonna find out. Why? Because we're gonna pour these right now. Let me put my stuff in the bag. Now, I have no idea how much these take. This is the mini, so I'm gonna say it's not gonna take too much. I put it on the tall because I don't think that might be a little tall for the flat. Let me see. Oh. My handle popped off. Let's put them back together. Okay, he's back. I'm just gonna see if this will fit on the flat side. Yes, it fits. Okay, we can do it on the flat side then. So that's gonna be the tallest one I have. So we are going to do, I'm going to pour these two. I'm going to do alcohol inks. And let me do, I'm going to pause you, mix up some resin. I'll be back. Okay, we're back. I mixed up 10 ounces of TEEXPERT 1:1, and I've got out alcohol inks. So, the first one we're gonna pour is this little jar. And no clue how much it takes, but we are going to use the glitter green gold, the rainbow, and I think we'll put some of this apple, green apple in here. All right, we're gonna do those. These are Marabou inks that I buy from Little Windows because she sells them cheaper than Amazon. Okay. I'm just gonna put a little bit . We'll see how much this one takes. Okay. Let's do some green apple in there. some glitter green gold. And some rainbow. This has a lot of facets in it, so lots of bubbles coming up on the edges. I've done this method since I can remember. You know, pound the living daylights out of it like you would a cake batter. Is there a lip? I don't know that there's a lip. Oh, yeah, maybe. Yep, there is right here. Around there again. It's not see-through really. I mean, I can see the metal underneath there, but I can't see really color, so we're just gonna see. Looks like it's top it off. There's a flat spot on this side of the mold. I'm going to add a little more color to the bottom because this is much deeper. That one off. Now set it back here. And let's see, that took we're gonna have way more extras. I hope this one takes a lot more. This one only took 1 ounce. 1 ounce. Well, okay. I definitely have made up way too much. I was thinking it would take 2.5 or 3. No. No, no, no. So okay, we'll move on to this one next. Let's see how much this one takes. We are going to be making extras. Lots of extras. Rolling things around. This one has a lot of holes. A lot of holes that are deep. That one's slipped down. Okay, that's the bottom. We will be finding out where those pitfalls are, though. Okay. Alright, let's start putting some colors in here. This is Caribbean. This is Amethyst. This one is Cherry Red. This one is Gentian. It's a blue. And of course, rainbows. Rainbow. We're at the top. Okay, so this one did not take hardly anything. We have so much extra. Thank you for not making up 12, because I almost made up 12. Seriously, an ounce. An ounce. An ounce for that, and an ounce for this. Holy moly. I'm gonna have to pick out some much larger molds right now. Yes, We are. My little extras bin over here isn't going to do much on this for this, 8 ounces that we now have. So, it looks as if we are going to be doing some other molds, which means I'm going to flip it because I do have one tall mold over here. Okay, so let me flip this around, because I know that this one is not going to fit on the short side. So on the G3, you just flip the tray around. That way the tray is deeper. So, and there. They do now have an extender. I have not bought that yet. Here's our larger, taller mold. This one is, the best way I can describe it is, it came through the Vine program for a review, and when I saw the picture of it made, it looks like one of those ring things for babies where they stack the large up to the small. That's kind of what it reminded me of. Hopefully this takes, quite a bit of resin. It looks like it should. So we're just going to stick with alcohol inks. Let's see. Let's do... This is the metallic copper. I like this one. This one's really pretty. We'll put some down in there. And it doesn't really have a lot of places that bubbles will go, except for maybe on the different spherical things, but they don't look to be too bad as far as catching bubbles. So we'll find out. I just did a haul on these earlier, and I have not poured any of these molds yet. So, since, I made up way too much. I had no idea that those were so tiny. That's good. They're good extras. You have an ounce left. Hey, you can pour either of those without a problem. And let's see, where is the green? That's gold. Green gold glitter. Let's try some of that in here. Okay. Oh, let me guess. Now I'm not gonna have enough. Oh my Lord. I am not gonna have enough. Maybe if the lid doesn't take too much, I might be able to. All this stuff. Okay. That's flat. That's no lid. Okay. Well, we made it. Glad I decided to do this one. So this one takes 8 ounces if you guys get this mold. Okay. I'm gonna move this tall one to the back corner. Okay. got wide white stripes, but I think it's the swirl pattern in it. Because I don't see... There's nothing coming out when I'm squeezing it, so... That's got to be the stripe pattern. Alright, so I do have a little bit left. So I'm going to pour a few of my extras here. Let's see. Do I have enough for that one? Probably not. And I paint these and leave them in a bucket over here because that way it doesn't matter if I'm pouring a color or not. They're going to turn out with colors that I put in it. So. Just a tip. Because sometimes you don't have enough time to paint an extra mold. And then you're kind of stuck with whatever color you're pouring. Where if you just paint them and leave them in a little bucket off to the side, you can, it won't matter. We have enough for the little cat because he doesn't take anything but scrapings ever. So, the only thing with painting him first is he has ears that are down in there. So I always pour the resin right into the ears as soon as you can and give him a squeeze. And these are all IntoResin molds, except for this, that's the big jar here. That is an I don't know mold. It's as far as I can tell, it's like a generic that came off of the Biden program for a review. With him, just make sure you have his tail filled in, his ears, and over the top of the little paws here, because that is where the chain goes through. This does take a threader chain. I don't have any currently. I have to order some more because I make him all the time. But basically it's a chain that has a little bit of a needle on it so that it goes through your paws, and then you pull the chain through that, and it also makes it an adjustable chain. So I have a tiny bit left, and my next tiniest molds are going to be my ring molds. These are IntoResin rings. They don't take hardly anything to fill up. That's it, trying to tip that over. No. These always come out really nice. And they don't take hardly any resin. And you get a set of 3 on IntoResin. And the sizes, US sizes are 6, 7, and 8. European sizes is what they advertise, and that's a 14, 15, 16? Or 16, 17, 18. But I have never had, I shouldn't say this too loud, I've never had any one of these. And you can do these with UV resin. That's actually how they're advertised. But I don't do a whole lot of UV, so I always have these. I just paint them and then leave them in my little bucket over here, and they always come out really nice and smooth. And I have never had a problem with them coming out poorly. I have tried other ring molds in the past, and I hated them. I've never been able to get them come out nicely. So when I saw these on IntoResin, I was like, okay, well, if anybody could do a nice ring mold, it's going to be IntoResin, right? So I gave it a shot, and yes, they are very nice. Just don't pour them fast, just get them. Basically, I squeegee them in, give it a little pound. You can see right through these because they're, you know, for UV. So you can pretty much see if you have a bubble or anything. Oops. Okay, there's that one. And I bet you I can get one more of those. Here's another one. And I think I can get one more. Where's my third one? See, this is what I mean. I have a little bucket here. Most of them are IntoResin molds that I just, whoops, wrong one. That I paint so that I have stuff ready to go. There it is. Come here, you. I have a few fondant molds in here, but mainly IntoResin. And get rid of this. Get out the magic spatula. We are getting thick, so overfilled this one. Whoa. Luckily they don't come out very fast. Not only is the resin thick, but it takes, you know, more than a second to dump all the resin out of it. Scrub my mats. Okay. Have a small mold. Okay, how much do I have left? Hardly anything, is it? I don't think I have anything that's that will. That's not enough to fill. Here's this is my smallest water ripple pendant. What I will do is I'll just put whatever I scrape out of here into there, and then I can fill it next time. But let's not waste the resin. Even if it is the very These mini curved spatulas, they will get you more resin than you ever thought you had left in your cups. So, in case you don't know about them yet, they're on Amazon. They are called mini curved spatulas. And you get 6 in a package. At least when I bought them, they came 6 to the package. I put 3 in here and 3 in the kitchen. And I'm about to go steal 1 or 2 out of the kitchen because I actually broke 2 of them. And worn out 2 of them. They were so caked with resin, because no matter what you do, although I am going to try what Michelle has said, and that's just, I'm going to get some of that mold release. And I guess she's been spraying her tools with it, and no matter how well you clean them, you got resin in them. That's just the way it is. So that one filled halfway, so, and I'll just fill it the rest when we mix up more. All right, guys, I'm going to put the lid on it, and I'll see you back in, well, just a matter of seconds for you and a couple hours for me. Talk to you soon. Well, it's been 2 hours and we're back. Let's see what we have. We will do the extras first. We're not unmolding this one because it needs to have more in it, so we'll set that one aside. Here is the little cat. I think this mold has been on sale for like $8.99. So if you like it, you should get it because it's really a cute mold. And it doesn't take hardly any resin whatsoever. And you can see mine is white because, yeah, that's how much I pour it. And there we've got the ears. We've got its paws. We've got the little tail. Has a little bit of knockoff overage here. But if I had a threaded chain, I'd show you guys how these work. But it's just a chain with a needle on it. And then on the on the other end of that chain is like a ball with a silicone part in it. You stick it through there, and it makes it an adjustable chain. And it won't come out. You have to physically pull it and give it a lot of force to bring it out. But so it's not like it's gonna fall off. Really cute. Here is the water ripple starfish. Always comes out very nice. Let's do some, take out these rings. This one had 2 different colors in it. It had a blue and a purple. This is the biggest size, but my hands are so swollen right now from my lupus that I cannot get it over. Normally it fits there, but there, no sharp edges, no nothing. Very nice. If you do have a little bit of a sharp edge, just take your deburring tool around the inside of it, knocks it right off. This one also had blue and purple in it, it looks like. Probably because I painted them all with the same set of colors. I got a little overage. Just knocks right off. So there's that one. And the last one. This one had like, I believe this is a green. Yeah, it's a green and a blue. So there's that. Really pretty. I love these rings. Now let's do this one. Let's see. Well, this was our big extra. Glad I had it sitting there because we would have been pouring a million little with how much it. Those two only holding an ounce each. Okay, let's see. There we go. So there's the lid. Isn't that nice and clear? No bubbles in there, just the rainbow sparkle. All right, let's see how we did on the jar part. I'm gonna try and roll it, but it's got thick edges on it, or thick where the design is. Okay. Always make sure you turn your molds back over. See, this is what made me think of that baby toy that you stack. Wow, no bubbles. TEEXPERT, nice job. I do have an edge here that needs to come off. Okay, that feels pretty good. Nice. Very nice. Look at that. That's pretty. Lid fits well. It's just a flat that goes on that surface, so it doesn't lock in or anything. Yeah, there's nothing to lock it in. But there's that copper, that blue, and the rainbow. That's a pretty little jar right there. I like it. Okay. Now for our IntoResin molds. Let's do this one first. See if I got, did I get lucky and have no bubbles? Oh, it's a crystal. Definitely need to, got a sharp edge here. I probably shouldn't have filled it as full. And it is a threaded jar. And no bubbles in the threads. Right? That's not a bubble. I don't think that's a bubble. So I guess it doesn't have, does it have designs? Okay, it looks like it has a garland, like a little beaded garland or something around it. It's hard to tell because it's so crystal. Does it have a beaded garland? Yeah, it kind of looks like it does. Just around the, above the crystal part. No. Now I see something else down here. If it has a pattern on it, it's very hard to see because of all the crystals. Okay, now here I can see something. All right, let's get the lid out. Oof. Okay, it does have, because there's the rest of the garland that I guess goes down in there when you twist it on. Okay. Definitely have some overpour. Okay. Oh, that fits on perfectly. I just saw that little piece. All right, it's a very cute jar. It's a cute little jar. Good enough for a little ring, a little necklace if you want to give it as a gift. Very cute. Okay. Let's get out this 9-tail fox. This is the mini one. Get a hold of it. There we are. Don't want to pull off ears or a head or probably not that hard to demold. It's just my hands are really bad right now. Come on. Come on. There he is. Oh, we have a little bit of micro bubbles in the clear part, but look at that. Oh, I am in love. You can just see some micro bubbles right in there. And that's the head had no color in it. This is cute. Oh, I love it. I am so glad I got this one. And this mini, I mean, an ounce of resin. Both of these, an ounce of resin. But no bubbles. No bubbles in the ears or anything. It does have a face. Let me see. Sorry, I'm gonna have to do this over here because I have to be able to see where this face is. Whoops. Gonna be cleaning that one up. It's little, so it's trying to see if there's a mouth part. It's not helping that my tremors are really good because I had so much steroids. And they make you shaky. And when you're already shaky, that's not a good combination. I got one of the little pointy swabs here. These are from Little Windows. Okay. I think that works. Oh, she is. Look at that. Oh, I love her. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, guys. Well, that is today's wrap. And we'll see you in the next one. In the meantime, like, share, comment, subscribe, do all the things. Hit the black bell so the next time I upload a video, you are notified. And there are discount codes for IntoResin, Little Windows, Bond Crafter, you name it. It's out there. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.